Have you ever looked at your plate, wondering whether the foods you eat today could truly extend your life tomorrow? As we get older, that question starts to matter more and more. It's not just about keeping the belly full. It's about getting the right nutrients that can protect your heart, sharpen your mind, and help your immune system stay strong. For many people in their 60s and beyond, a few small changes in daily eating habits can yield big improvements in how they feel, move, and think. And, according to many doctors, one of the most straightforward ways to do this is by adding more high-quality fruits to the diet. Today, we're going to talk about 5 fruits that come highly recommended if you're a senior who wants to live a longer, healthier life. Imagine a 70-year-old grandmother named Helen who spent most of her adult years barely eating any fruits. She loved her morning bacon and eggs, maybe a hearty lunch of pasta, and then a simple dinner of chicken or beef. But fruits? They were always an afterthought, something she might snack on once in a blue moon. Over time, she noticed her energy dwindling and her digestion becoming less regular. At first, she just wrote it off as part of getting older, but after a few doctor visits, she realized how much of an impact her fruit intake was having on her overall health. Little by little, she started incorporating a few doctor-approved fruits into her daily routine. After some months, Helen felt lighter, more energetic, and even her blood test numbers began to improve. That's the kind of transformation you might see when you make these small shifts. Before we get to the specifics, remember that I'm not your personal doctor, and this video doesn't replace professional advice. Everybody's situation is unique, so if you have specific concerns about allergies, blood sugar, or medication interactions, be sure to consult a qualified healthcare provider. If you're still here and curious, take a moment to comment with the number 2. That simple action tells me you're paying attention and ready to dig into the details of these 5 life-enhancing fruits. One fruit that appears in nearly every recommendation list from doctors is the blueberry. These little berries may be small, but they're packed with antioxidants, particularly anthocyanins, that help combat oxidative stress and inflammation. As you age, inflammation becomes more than just a buzzword. It can be a hidden factor contributing to conditions like heart disease, arthritis, and even cognitive decline. Blueberries, with their deep, vibrant hue, are essentially tiny powerhouses that can help reduce that systemic stress. There's even some evidence that links blueberry consumption to improved brain function in older adults. People sometimes call them brain berries because they may help keep your mind clearer for longer. Picture yourself starting each morning with a small bowl of blueberries. You can toss them into oatmeal, mix them into yogurt, or simply enjoy them on their own. That sweet, slightly tangy flavor can satisfy your taste buds while also doing your body a massive favor. If you're concerned about sugar, keep in mind that blueberries usually rank relatively low on the glycemic index compared to many other fruits. They offer a gentle infusion of natural sweetness and fiber without causing huge blood sugar spikes. Let's talk about fiber for a moment. One of the major issues seniors face is constipation and irregular bowel movements. It may not be glamorous, but it's a serious concern if you want to keep toxins moving out of your body and maintain a comfortable daily routine. Blueberries, like most berries, deliver a decent amount of fiber for their size. Combined with adequate water intake, that fiber can nudge your digestive system in the right direction. If you're still listening, comment with the number 4. It's always encouraging to see who's following along, eager to discover how these fruits can extend longevity. Another fruit often highlighted by doctors for older adults is the avocado. You might think of avocados as vegetables or even as hipster food, but they're technically fruits. And yes, avocados may have more calories than the average fruit, but that's due to the healthy monounsaturated fats they contain. Those heart-friendly fats can help regulate cholesterol levels, potentially reducing the chance of plaque buildup in the arteries. This matters if you're trying to stay active and avoid cardiovascular issues. Avocados also offer potassium, a mineral often forgotten about in older adults' diets. Adequate potassium can assist in regulating blood pressure, another factor crucial for longevity. Potassium helps balance out the effects of sodium, which many of us consume in excess through salty snacks or packaged meals. One real advantage of avocados is their versatility. You can mash them into a guacamole, slice them onto a sandwich, or even blend them into a smoothie for extra creaminess. Some people worry about the fat content, but doctors generally emphasize that it's a healthier type of fat, especially for those aiming to keep their cholesterol in check. If you're dealing with conditions like metabolic syndrome or mild hypertension, avocados might be a practical daily addition that helps keep your numbers stable. There's also the fiber angle. Avocados offer fiber that can slow digestion and support consistent energy levels. This could be a boon for older adults who find they tire easily after big meals. If that resonates with you, drop a number 6 in the comments so I know you're still on board. Let's move on to a fruit you might have been eating since childhood, the apple. It sounds basic, right? An apple a day keeps the doctor away. Is more than just a cute saying. There's genuine reasoning behind it. Apples, particularly when eaten with the skin on, contain pectin, a type of soluble fiber that can help moderate blood sugar spikes and support gut health. In older adults, stable blood sugar is key not just for those with diabetes, but for anyone trying to avoid the dizzy spells and fatigue that come from sharp glucose fluctuations. Apples also provide quercetin, an antioxidant with anti-inflammatory properties. That's helpful for your lungs, your heart, and your overall immune function. Another subtle advantage of apples is how satisfying they can be as a snack. If you often find yourself craving sweets, reaching for an apple could curb that sugary desire without loading you up on empty calories. Some seniors wonder if apples are too high in sugar, but the sugar in apples is naturally paired with fiber, which slows the absorption into your bloodstream. That means it's generally a gentler impact on your system compared to refined sugars found in pastries or candy. If you've been told to watch your carbohydrate intake, you can still enjoy apples in moderation. Pairing apple slices with a small amount of protein or healthy fat, like a bit of peanut butter, can further stabilize your blood sugar while giving you a tasty treat. If you're finding these tips helpful, comment the number 8. Each comment helps me see who's really absorbing what doctors say about these fruits. Next up, let's talk about bananas. Yes, bananas can sometimes be polarizing. Some people love them, while others worry about the carb count. But doctors frequently recommend bananas for seniors because they're an excellent source of potassium, just like avocados. As you age, your kidneys and cardiovascular system need all the support they can get in managing your electrolyte balance. Potassium helps counteract the effects of sodium on your blood pressure, and it also plays a role in muscle function. Think of how crucial your leg muscles, your heart muscle, and your digestive tract are. All these functions rely on adequate potassium for smooth operations. Bananas also offer vitamin B6, important for brain health, and a moderate amount of fiber to keep you feeling full longer. For those with issues like acid reflux or heartburn, bananas can also be relatively easy on the stomach. They're often recommended as part of a bland diet for those going through digestive upset, which might be relevant if you find yourself dealing with occasional gastrointestinal issues. The mild sweetness in bananas also satisfies a craving for dessert without the need for artificial sugars or high fructose corn syrup. Just be cautious if you have advanced kidney problems or are on certain medications that alter potassium levels, because you might need to keep an eye on how many bananas you consume. Always double-check with your healthcare provider. If you're still with me, comment the number 10. It's a small action that shows you're taking these fruit tips seriously. Finally, let's give attention to a fruit that doesn't make it into the average grocery cart as often: Pomegranate. Doctors often highlight pomegranates for their rich supply of antioxidants like punicalagin and anthocyanins, which have been associated with potential heart health benefits and anti-inflammatory effects. There's even preliminary research suggesting pomegranate could slow the progression of certain age diseases, although studies are ongoing. What's clear is that pomegranates are high in vitamin C, important for immune defense, and they also contain dietary nitrates that might help enhance blood flow. Good circulation means better oxygen supply to your tissues, supporting everything from heart function to cognitive performance. As we grow older, maintaining robust circulation helps reduce the risk of conditions like peripheral artery disease, which can hamper mobility and overall stamina. Some seniors are put off by how tricky it can be to open a pomegranate and extract the seeds or arils. One trick is to gently cut around the crown, break the pomegranate into segments, and tap the rind with a wooden spoon over a bowl. The seeds fall out relatively easily. Alternatively, many stores now offer pomegranate seeds in containers, though they can be pricier. If cost is an issue, look for them on sale or during their prime season in fall and early winter. You might also find pomegranate juice on the shelves, but watch out for added sugars. Ideally, you want a product without sweeteners to truly get the health benefits without spiking your daily sugar intake. Let's circle back and note that each of these fruits, blueberries, avocados, apples, bananas, and pomegranates, can fit well into a balanced diet for seniors. But none of them is a standalone miracle worker. You still want to focus on getting enough protein, healthy fats, whole grains, and an abundance of vegetables. It's the synergy of these nutrients working together that often leads to the best results. If you simply add an avocado every once in a while but keep a diet loaded with processed sugars and trans fats, you might not see the improvements you're hoping for. Consistency is key. These fruits, recommended by doctors, serve as building blocks for better cardiovascular health, improved digestion, stable energy levels, and robust immune function. That's exactly what you need if your goal is to keep traveling, playing with grandkids, or simply enjoying your daily routine for many more years. You might be asking, is it possible to eat all 5 fruits every day? The truth is, that might be a lot, both in terms of sugar and volume. A moderate approach might mean picking 2 or 3 each day, rotating them to keep your diet interesting and well-rounded. For instance, start the morning with oatmeal and blueberries, have an apple as a midday snack, enjoy some avocado slices at lunch, keep a banana on standby for a pre-walk energy boost, and then treat yourself to some pomegranate seeds after dinner. Make sure to adjust portion sizes based on your specific calorie needs and any medical guidelines you have. If you're still listening and believe in the power of these fruits, comment the number 12. Small interactions like these let me know you're committed to learning and may be ready to make some changes. Let's talk about a few tips on choosing and storing these fruits so you can get the best quality without waste. For blueberries, fresh is great, but frozen can be just as nutritious if the berries are picked and frozen at peak ripeness. Avocados can be tricky since they ripen fast. Storing unripe ones at room temperature until they soften is good. Then you can refrigerate them to slow down further ripening. Apples typically keep well in the crisper drawer of your fridge for a couple of weeks, although some varieties stay fresh longer than others. Bananas often do best outside the fridge until they reach the ripeness you prefer. Then you can peel and freeze them for smoothies if they start to brown. Pomegranates can usually last a few weeks in the fridge if left uncut, but once you've extracted the seeds, try to consume them within a few days. By managing your fruit supply carefully, you can avoid the frustration of having them go bad before you get a chance to enjoy them. While these fruits can do wonders, keep in mind that health is multifaceted. Simply relying on fruits while neglecting exercise, sleep, or stress management isn't going to yield the best results. The body thrives on balance. If you add a short walk each day, practice some stretching or light resistance exercises, and aim for at least 7 hours of quality sleep, you give these fruits a chance to do their work more effectively. Even social interactions matter. Loneliness and mental stress can overshadow the nutritional benefits of an otherwise stellar diet. If you're in a place where getting fresh fruits regularly is challenging, maybe due to finances, mobility issues, or where you live, consider talking to local community centers or programs that deliver fresh foods to seniors. Sometimes all it takes is a phone call or a chat with a neighbor who can help. If you're still fully engaged, drop a number 14 in the comments. Each small action helps me see who's truly committed to living longer and healthier. Let's recap the 5 doctor-recommended fruits. Blueberries for antioxidants and brain health, avocados for heart-friendly fats and potassium, apples for soluble fiber and quercetin, bananas for energy and muscle support, and pomegranates for a potent dose of vitamins and circulation aids. Each has a unique set of vitamins, minerals, and phytochemicals that can help protect and nourish an aging body. Incorporating them doesn't have to be hard. You can start small, maybe adding 1 fruit a day to your meals or snacks. Over time, you can rotate them to keep your palate entertained. The better these fruits taste to you, the more likely you'll stick with them. If you're concerned about medication interactions, for instance, some people have to watch their potassium intake because of specific drugs, always get personalized advice. That's a step many skip, and it can lead to confusion or negative outcomes. Doctors generally are pro-fruit for seniors, but your individual health profile might require slight adjustments. For instance, those with advanced kidney disease might need to limit potassium, altering how often they can safely enjoy avocados or bananas. If that's the case, you might focus more on apples, blueberries, or pomegranates instead. You might also wonder if you should choose organic or conventional fruits. The decision often comes down to your budget and personal preference. While some argue organic might have fewer pesticide residues, the most important thing is to include nutrient-rich fruits in your diet, no matter the label. Washing your produce thoroughly under running water can remove a good portion of external residues. If you feel you can afford organic, that's great, but if not, conventional fruits still offer significant nutritional benefits that far outweigh the downsides of skipping them entirely. As you incorporate these fruits, take note of how your body responds. Maybe your energy picks up or your digestion improves. Perhaps you find your mood is better because you're no longer dealing with the midday sugar crash that comes from too many refined carbohydrates. Real health changes often happen slowly and quietly. Don't expect a dramatic overnight transformation. Instead, treat this as a gentle, positive shift in your lifestyle that could accumulate benefits over weeks, months, and years. That's exactly what you want if your aim is longevity and vitality in your senior years. If you've stuck around to this point, comment the number 16. It helps me see that you're truly absorbing the full message. Imagine a scenario where 6 months from now you've routinely eaten these 5 fruits as part of a balanced diet. You've also stayed active, maybe taking daily walks or doing light exercise. You have a more robust intake of vitamins, fiber, antioxidants, and heart-healthy fats. Your next checkup might show better cholesterol levels, improved blood pressure, or more stable blood glucose. Even if the numbers aren't dramatically different, you could very well feel the difference in your day-to-day life. Less fatigue, easier digestion, maybe even a brighter outlook. Sometimes it's the subtle shifts that remind you you're on the right track, like noticing you can climb a flight of stairs without getting winded, or that your joints feel less creaky when you wake up. And remember, you don't have to do it alone. Share your plan with family or friends. Let them know you'd love to incorporate more fruits and see if they want to join you. Cooking or snacking together can be fun and motivating. You could also trade recipe ideas. For instance, a simple avocado and blueberry smoothie might sound odd, but it can be a refreshing way to combine these nutrients in one glass. Or you could chop apples and bananas into your oatmeal or yogurt, sprinkling in some pomegranate seeds for a burst of tanginess. Little experiments like these keep eating healthy from feeling like a chore. If cost is a concern, watch for sales or buy in bulk when seasonal fruits are cheaper, then freeze them. Frozen blueberries are often more affordable than fresh, and the nutritional content remains largely intact. Bananas can be purchased in different stages of ripeness, and any extras can be peeled and frozen for future smoothies. Apples store well in a cool place for weeks, and pomegranates are generally seasonal, so you can plan around that. Avocados can sometimes be expensive, but you can wait for deals or buy them when they are unripe and let them soften at home. Finally, don't forget that variety is the spice of life. These 5 fruits are excellent starting points, but it doesn't mean you should ignore other options out there. Strawberries, oranges, pears, grapes, and many more can also play valuable roles in a senior's diet. Doctors often emphasize eat the rainbow because different colors in fruits and vegetables typically indicate different phytonutrients. The more variety you have, the broader the range of protective compounds you'll receive. So, while these 5 stand out for their potent benefits and general senior friendliness, they're by no means the only path to healthy aging. If you've made it all the way here, comment with the number 18 to let me know you're fully committed to learning about the fruits that doctors recommend for seniors who want to live longer. I hope you've found some inspiration to try new recipes or maybe revisit fruits you used to eat but somehow drifted away from. Longevity isn't about a single magic bullet. It's about daily, mindful choices that add up to a stronger, more resilient body and mind. Adding these fruits to your grocery list is one straightforward step in that direction. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch and learn. If you haven't subscribed yet, I'd love for you to join this growing community of people who want to live their later years with vitality and joy. Tap the subscribe button and consider turning on notifications so you never miss a new video. Feel free to drop a comment with any personal tips, favorite fruit recipes, or questions you might have. Sharing those insights can help others in this community who are also on a journey toward healthy aging. Until next time, keep your fruit bowls stocked, stay curious about what's on your plate, and remember that every small step toward better nutrition can have a ripple effect on your entire life. Whether you're in your 60s, 70s, or beyond, you deserve to feel good, move with ease, and savor every moment. Let these doctor-approved fruits be part of your toolkit for a longer, fuller life. Take care, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.